Marianne Bachmeier.
Kurz nach dem Prozess entstanden sogar 2 Spielfilme mit dem Schicksal der Täterin.
She shot 8 times that animal until her firearm left no more bullets in the chamber. Klaus Grabwaski was laid down on the floor of the open courtroom with a pool of blood, dead like a slaughtered animal. That's what happened when the mother was finally face to face with the killer of her 7-year-old baby girl. Marianne Bachmeier sent Klaus Grabwaski to hell and stamped her name in the pages of the history for the people of the future to remember her as a revenge mother. Who was Marianne Bachmeier and who was Klaus Grabwaski? Why he did that and why she did this? Let's find out. Grab a cup of coffee or tea and sit tight. We are bringing you the most shocking, bizarre, twisted, and disturbing murder case of Klaus Grabwaski by Marianne Bachmeier. I'm your host, Uzair Sipra, and welcome to another episode of the Shocking Mystery on The Mirror. Marianne Bachmeier was born on June 3rd, 1950s, in the refugees camp. Her parents, they were from the refugees camp and they came from the East Persia. Father was an ex-soldier and was alcoholic and had past judgmental behavior. Mother was also short-tempered and they often fight at home, and they were very strict, very religious. They were stern Christian, and which made Anna to have a very rough past childhood. When the parents, they got divorced, they separated. Anna started to live with her mother, and the mother, when she got remarried, she kicked Marianne Bachmeier outside the house. So she became homeless. At the age of 16, she gave the first birth to her first daughter, Christina. And then, because she was not stable, so she given up her daughter for the adoption. And after 2 years, she had a relationship with one more boy, and then she pregnant again. She gave second birth to her second daughter, Natasha. The same thing happened. She wasn't stable, so she given up her daughter again for another adoption. And then after completing her high school, she got a job as a waitress in the local pub. And then she got a space to live there. As she was working there, she started a relationship with the manager of the pub, Christian. Christian was not ready to become a father or husband, but they loved each other. So what happened, Marianne Bachmeier, she decided to have her third baby, but this time she really wanted to keep that baby. So on November 14, 1972, she gave third birth, Anna Bachmeier. Anna was a very happy child, very aggressive like her mother, very wild. And because Marianne Bachmeier, she used to work in the night shifts, and when she comes home, she sleeps all the day. On the 5th of May 1980, Anna supposed to go to school because she was very angry. She wanted to teach a lesson to her mother, so she decided to skip her school. So what she did, she got her backpack and then she went to her friend's house. When she went there, she noticed she knew that her friend was already at the school, so she decided to get back home. So her mother, she had an appointment, a business appointment, so she was also out of the house. And she's supposed to come earlier, but Anna took another way to go back home. On the way, she used to, in the normal days, she used to play with the neighbors, and neighbors has some cats. She used to play with them, unmonitored, unsupervised. So the same thing happened this time when Anna didn't go to school. She was coming back home, so she decided to take a break, to take a stop at the spot where she used to play with the cats. And this time again, she asked the owner of the house if she could play with the cats. The owner of the house, he invited Anna to come inside the house, and there was a Klaus Grabwaski. What happened? Klaus Grabwaski got Anna inside the house. It never happened the first time. It happened many times, but he never got her inside the house. She always played outside, because this time his fiancée was not home, so he decided to get Anna inside the house. He strangulated Anna with her fiancé's pantyhose. When she died, sadly, he put Anna into the cotton box and threw into the dirt canal. Mother was finding Anna when she came back. It was already the time when Anna mostly finished her school and she's already home. But Marianna, when she came home, she couldn't find Anna anywhere. So she was very worried, and then in the night time she went to police station and reported her missing daughter. The police filed that case. And next day, a woman steps into the police station and she reports a murder case. And she tells the police that her fiancé, 35 years old, Klaus Grabwaski, killed little Anna. That was a very shocking, and police arrests Grabwaski. Upon the statement, he confesses. Klaus were Marianna's neighbors and had cats, as I mentioned. And Klaus has a very dark history, past history, to molest children. Back in 1970, he was arrested for violating 2 underage girls. He was sent to the psychiatric hospital, where doctor concluded, on the convincing testimony of the doctor that evaluated Mr. Grabwaski, the board is undoubtedly certain that the abnormal sexual instinct of the accused is addictive. Upon this statement, he was sent to the psychiatric hospital, where he was given only 2 options. Number 1 option was, either you are going to stay for an indefinite time in the hospital, and the second option is receive chemical castration, the injections. He chose the second option. But it didn't end here. And after 2 years later, Klaus' urges became even worse, and he killed Anna Bachmeier. He given a statement to the police, blame Anna. He said on 5th of May 1980, on the 5th of May, Anna came to him and extort him for money. She said, if you're not going to give me money, I'm going to tell my mother that you've been playing with my private parts. That was a statement by Klaus Grabwaski to the police. When Marianne came to know about this, she was on the rage. Marianna behaved so strangely that police even started to doubt on her. She refused to come to the morgue, even to testify, to identify her own daughter. Marianna was infuriated, angry, filled with grief, guilt. She started to blame herself that maybe it all happened because she and Anna, they were having an argument the other night. Maybe this is the reason. If they never have this kind of argument, of course, then Anna would go to school. She would never skip the school and she would be alive with me. It was very sad for Marianna to take this truth. It took 10 long months on the trial of this murder. She was thinking maybe the trial will be very quick and he will be punished, he will be sentenced. But it didn't happen. Klaus' lawyer's team portrayed Klaus Grabwaski as a victim and blamed that this is the result of the chemical castration, the injection he has been receiving from the doctor as a punishment. And then those lawyers, the team of the lawyers, they portrayed Marianna in a negative sense, a neglectful mother who will only care about her social affairs, her business, but she will always neglect her own child. And then this happened. Newspapers and the news media started to portray Anna in a very negative way. That made her even worse. But on the same time, some people, they felt for Anna, and some people, they were with Klaus' lawyers' statements. When Klaus testified that when he saw Anna last moments, how she was fighting for her life on the chair and she was breathing last breath from her nose, and then he strangulated her and then he killed her, put her small 7-year-old body into the carton box and he threw into the dirt canal. Marianna was listening into the courtroom, this testimony, this statement from Klaus Grabwaski, and she was so infuriated, so angry, so sad. And it was like everything has been taken away from her. And then the doctor came and gave Klaus Grabwaski the reverse castration, the injection. Everything was becoming upside down. In the early stage, I mentioned the pub manager, Christian, that Anna was in the relationship. Christian loved Anna and as a father, and he loved Marianna Bachmeier very much. And he was all the time with Marianna. Even they filed lawsuit against Klaus Grabwaski, whatever happened. But the file was dropped. The case was dropped. Klaus Grabwaski was a butcher by his profession. On March 6, 1981, Marianne Bachmeier, when the trial was going to start, she saw Klaus Grabwaski was sitting and she came into the room. She was wearing the long gown and she had a Beretta in her pocket. She takes out her firearm and shoots at Klaus Grabwaski 8 times.
Der Fall Bachmeier war ein Medienereignis. Kurz nach dem Prozess entstanden sogar 2 Spielfilme. Sie beschäftigten sich mit dem Schicksal der Täterin. Die Schüsse auf Klaus Grabwaski und Annas brutale Ermordung ließen Marianne Bachmeier nicht los. Sie wurden ihr Lebensthema, dessen Zwiespältigkeit sie auch Freunden gegenüber oft schroff und unzugänglich machte.
Komm, lass mal raus. Kommen Sie bitte. Kommen Sie bitte.
And police arrests Marianne Bachmeier. She didn't resist. She said, "He killed my daughter. I wish I could shoot him in the face, but I shot him in the back. I hope he's dead." This statement was like a wildfire around the country. She was hailed as a revenge mother. she became a hero for everybody, that what she did the right thing. When Marianna killed Grabwaski, Christian, he was also there. He loved Anna and he loved Marianna, and he knew how grieving Marianna was. But he never could imagine that Marianna could go that far. When she killed Klaus Grabwaski in front of everybody in the open court, he muttered, "She did it." During her trial, Marianna said she had been seeing Anna's vision in the courtroom. And there was one more point why Marianna decided to kill Grabwaski. She heard the judge and the defense attorney, they were talking that Grabwaski wants to give another statement on the third day of the trial. And she was thinking that he is going to give this statement and the judge will release him again this time. So she couldn't swallow this. So she decided to take his life in front of everybody. During her trial, Marianna said she's been seeing the vision of Anna in the courtroom. And why she did because she heard the judge and the defense attorney talk about Grabwaski, that he wants to give a statement again. There was a doctor who was examining Marianna, and he said, "Write down something on the paper," and then she wrote, "I did it for you, Anna," and then she drew 7 hearts, each heart for each life of Anna. She lived 7 years. To cover the expenses of the trial, Marianna sold her story to the Stern magazine. In this way, she got this benefit that everybody started to know about her true story. And she became the most loving personality who ever knew about Marianne Bachmeier. She was hailed as the ultimate revenge mother. In 1983, she was sentenced for the 6 years, and after 3 years, she was released on parole. In 1985, she was free. Marianne Bachmeier, she went to Nigeria and she married a man, and then she stayed there till early 1990s. And then finally she got a divorce with that man, and again she wanted to move, and this time she moved to Sicily, Italy, where she lived. And after some time, she was diagnosed with a pancreatic cancer. So she knew she doesn't have much time, so she decided to go back home. She was already 44 years old. Germany was unified and she had a little time left, so when she goes back, she requested Lucas Maria Boomer, a reporter for the DNR, to shoot her last weeks on the videotape. Meanwhile, she visited Anna's grave and said she wanted to lay next to her when she's died. Marianna ever united with one of her second daughter, Natasha, that previously she gave her daughter for the adoption. Marianna tried to set all the affairs in order, and she did so on the TV. She wanted to tell the whole world that one day they will know me more as a person than a monster. She died on September 17, 1996, and then reunited with her little angel, Anna Bachmeier, next to her in the graveyard.
23. September 1996. Nur wenige Verwandte und Freunde nehmen Abschied von einer Frau, die vor 16 Jahren durch einen spektakulären Fall von Selbstjustiz bekannt wurde. Marianne Bachmeier. Nach Gefängnis und Psychiatrie, nach Aufenthalten in Afrika und Italien starb sie jetzt an Krebs in Lübeck.
What do you think about this story? Please let us know with your comments. And if you like this kind of dark stories, dark contents that we can learn about the life and appreciate it, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please take care of yourself and your surroundings. Until next time.